Well, Prada came out with new nudish eye quads right here, you guys. I have them right here. And there's the new mascara, the new eyeliners. I've got it all. Prada decided to come out with more wearable shades because at first Prada was releasing very bright Prada colors, which are fabulous, but not for every day. What do we think about these new nudish, nude adjacent color stories? Let's find out. I, of course, have them on my face right now. This one is the most night out appropriate one. There are two other that are a little bit more nude. I can't wait to show you guys all of them and put them on my face. I film in natural daylight in 4K, so adjust your settings to 4K and know that everything you will see on my face in natural daylight is what it's actually gonna look to the naked eye in broad daylight, okay? So no filters, natural daylight. If you wanna find out what the new Prada eye quads look like and the mascara, does it work, and the eyeliners, just keep on watching. Hey beauties, welcome back to another fabulous luxury beauty review. In this video, I have the new Prada nude adjacent or nudish eye quads, and I have the new eyeliners, at least in one color, and I have, it's a beautiful pastel lavender, and then I have the new Prada mascara. What are my thoughts on these? Let's find out. I'll show you the palettes and give you swatches in my try on here. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Let's start. All right, let's get started. I think I want to go with the lighter palette first, which is 08 Pansy. So let's get this out. Typical Prada packaging. So this is Primula. I've already swatched this because I did an Instagram video when these were brand new. I, did an Instagram video and I had to do swatches for it. So that's why they look like they've already been used. So let me actually get you some swatches. As you know, I film in natural daylight. So this is natural daylight. I'm in front of a window. I'm gonna show you these swatches in natural daylight. There they are. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swatch on the back of my hand. There again, I gotta tell you guys though, not a big believer in swatches because they don't really do justice to eyeshadows. Really, some eyeshadows are meant to work on eyelids, not the back of your hands. There it is. I love this Duo Shift shade right there. Absolutely stunning. I'm gonna do a couple of looks, of course, with this palette. There is the other eye quad too that I'm going to do, but let's do this one first. So I'm going to start out with the shade in the middle as my crease shade, or as we call it, transition shade. It's a beautiful sort of like pinky, nudie shade. And it does show up on my tan complexion, which is important. I did not, like I said, get the lightest palette because I actually saw one creator, I forget who it was now, who had very, quite fair skin, and she was she was not like super fair, but fair creator trying to use that lightest palette, and it barely showed up on her. So definitely, it'll actually show up on me better because there'll be like some contrast. Like for her, it was her exact skin tone. So I didn't buy it because those shades may be too light for anybody deeper than medium skin or even light medium. So I made sure it's thoroughly in my crease area, that shade. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit more precise brush like that, and I'm going to go into this shade right there, the pinky shade, Usually that shade tends to be the darkest shade in Prada palettes, but in this case, it seems like it's not, because there's one that's deeper than that. I'll show you here in a second. So I'm taking this shade and I'm using it just on the outer 1/3 to right in the crease itself to deepen it up just in the crease. Do you see how it gave depth? Just putting it on the crease, just on the outer little bit there, that gives it more of a nice depth to the eye socket. Now the color before that, I blew it up around the crease and on the crease, but this goes straight actually in the crease. That's the difference. All right, and then we're going to go in with this deep shade right here. This is deeper than this in a way, because it's more of a chocolate leaning color, has a pink undertone, but more chocolate. And then we're gonna deepen up the outer corner here with it on a diagonal shape like that. I was actually hoping, one of the things about this particular quad I wish was different is this shade right here. I always count on it to be the eyeliner shade that I like to usually use as an eyeliner, but in this case it's too pinky for that. So now I'm going to have to use a liquid eyeliner for this particular eye look, because there's not a deep enough shade for me to create an eyeliner look like with shadows. There you go. So deepened it up. Even this quad is actually pretty light, honestly. It's a bit lighter than I expected it to be on my skin tone anyway. It's beautiful, but still lighter than I anticipated. A very kind of nude coral pink palette. Peachy, I should say, not coral. Peachy pink palette. Now, do you see how that created such a nice 3D effect, dimension in my eyelid here, that it gave it this sort of big eyelid look? That's exactly what we're going for. Okay, so now we're going to take the best brush that I know in the world to deposit shimmer shades. This works like a fingertip, you guys. This brush right here is different. This is natural hair brush. This is Sonia G Builder Pro. This works better than my fingertip with shimmer shades. So finally I have something I can reach into the wee corners of my eyes without it being, that can deposit shimmer shades just as well as my fingertip. My fingertip is too big for it, the little corners. Okay, so now we're gonna put this all over the eyelid like that. I'm gonna keep the inner corner to be highlighted with an actual highlighter, since this doesn't have really a shade for me to use on the inner corner. Now that really pops. There's the difference, the sign this eye. Beautiful palette, actually, pretty beautiful. I mean, I know I was just saying that it may be too light for me, but it's not actually. It's quite nice, quite lovely. Like I said, like a nudie, peachy pink palette. Perfect for spring, summer looks, I would say. This has, the shimmer shade in this palette has a bit of a goldish, greenish shift. Now for the lower lash line. So I'm going to take a very tiny, precise brush like this, and I'm gonna go with this color right there, and then put it on the, mostly the outer 1/3 of the lower lash line right there. And then I'll do the same on the other side. Okay, then I'm gonna take a bigger blending brush or pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade, and then I'm gonna blend that out all the way to the inner corner like that. All right, then we're going to use a plum or burgundy. I haven't decided which, probably plum. I'm gonna use the plum liner. Yeah, I'll use the plum liner. So I have a plum shade liner from Chanel right here. This is from like the last year's holiday collection, I want to say. So that's what I'm going to use. I think maybe burgundy. So this is the plum. I think I'm gonna go with the burgundy. The burgundy one is probably even better for this. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm gonna use the burgundy liner and I'm gonna do a very small liner. There's no Prada liner I can use because, well, actually Prada has like kohl liners that are darker, but not the shade I want here. So I'm gonna use the Chanel one. It's gonna be a very small, tiny wee liner like that. We don't want it to overwhelm the eye look. There you go, tiny little wee liner. The burgundy color really works with this eye look. Now we get a chance to try the Prada eyeliners, the new shades that they came out with. I should buy the black one and I think they have a brown too, but these are the most interesting new colors. Let me show you a swatch. So it's like this pastel shades. They also have a minty green one. I didn't buy that one because that was not like minty enough. It was more like a white with a hint of mint. So I'm gonna put this in the waterline, which is what I bought this for. I mean, it's essentially for the waterline, really. That's what it's for. So that will open up my eye. Okay. Do you guys see it? Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the Prada mascara. So here's the mascara. I've seen mixed reviews on this. Some people love it, some people don't like it. I fear I might be in the don't love it that much camp. First of all, I really don't love the way this applicator is. Oops, I got some on my hand here. If I don't wipe it off, it'll get everywhere. Okay, so it's a funky little brush. As you can see, the bristles are only on this side and they're kind of like shaped like a brush, a hairbrush almost. The consistency of the solution here, that does feel right. I know a mascara works best when it's not too wet, not too dry, and just like in that middle kind of sort of sticky, gooey feeling, which is what this has. However, when I tried this for the first time when I did that Sephora haul try-on video, if you missed that, please check it out. A beautiful, massive, epic Sephora haul with natural daylight try-on. You hardly ever get that on YouTube. So yeah, check it out. So in that try-on, I mean, I wanted to give it several more chances before I kind of finally decided if I like it or not. So this would be my third time using this mascara. It's starting to grow on me, I should say. I think you need to like learn how to use it properly. I think first of all, like I'm not used to this type of brush very much. I like the more of a Christmas tree type of brush, you know, that's super bristly. That's usually what I know to work really well. But one thing this does do, this doesn't make your lashes look clumpy. This has a way of separating your lashes out super well. It's a super windy day today, you guys. I don't know if you can hear how the wind is howling outside. I'm looking at the trees, they're like going nuts. This spring has been a little nuts. It's been like super warm days, like hot summer days, and then suddenly it's like a cold blast. It'll go right back to like a cold blast. You know, it's been like everywhere, the weather lately. This is how it usually is when the seasons change where I live. It's a little bit of a mixed bag of nuts when it comes to weather at this time of the year. Actually, you guys, this is really starting to grow on me, this mascara. I didn't give it a very good review that first time I tried it on the Sephora try-on haul. That's probably because I didn't apply it with enough patience. And then I probably didn't appreciate the separated lash look. I'm very used to like that very volumizing sort of like, I wouldn't say clumpy lash look, but like thick lash look, whereas this is very separating. Let me look up without looking down. Do you guys see that? Oh, I can feel the lashes hitting my skin here when I look up because they're that long. So I will say this is lengthening, but I wouldn't say this is volumizing per se. What it does more is separating the lashes and coating it really well. So it's giving you more of a wispy look. So let me get a little closer and look up. It gives you kind of like a wispy eyelash look than a volumized clump look. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I gotta say, I'm changing my verdict on this mascara. This is why you need to watch all my videos, you guys, because first impressions are not always that accurate. You gotta just keep trying stuff because you never know. Oops, just got some mascara on here. Now remember, when you get a little mascara on a place where you didn't want it to be, you don't go to clean it right away. I'll show you a trick. You let the mascara dry completely before you do anything with it. Let me show you how. So I'm gonna let that bit of mascara that got on my face dry, crispy dry. Give it like 10 minutes to dry. And then I'm gonna flake it off with something. I don't have my spoolie. Usually that's the best tool. You know, like the eyebrow pencils have spoolies on the back side of them. It's usually the best tool. Do you see how this is separating the lashes so well while coating them really well and giving it like a kind of a wispy false lash look? It's very nice. I must say it's a little bit harder to get to the bottom lashes with this type of applicator, but I gotta say, I like it. I like it. I like it so much, I'm not gonna return it. To throw the carton away. Like the pencil too. Throw the carton away. And love the eye quad. There goes the carton. All right, so definitely love this. Let me put the brushes back in. I will say these brushes that come with the applicators, the sponge head is very important for like depositing shimmer shades. These are actually doable. These are usable. These are not like wimpy brushes. They're brushes that can actually be used. So appreciate that when I'm on the go, you know, like if I'm on a flight, for example. Yeah, you guys, there is the first eye look. Ignore this. I have to wait for it to dry to like flake it off. I haven't put my lipstick yet. I'll do that here in a minute. So this is the first eye look. Pansy. That's kind of a weird name for an eyeshadow palette. This is Pansy. Okay, I'm back with the eyeshadow removed. I left the mascara, obviously. Mascara stays on. I can do my eye look, second eye look, going around the mascara, no worries. Took everything off. Yeah, let's get started. I took off my little smudged mascara off of my face as well with my spoolie. All right, the next palette, this one is number 09 Primula. Okay, so this same packaging and everything. And here is Primula. It looks a little dirty because I've been swatching it a lot. This shadow, this duo shift shadow, it's almost like a trichrome, almost like, it's not really a chrome per se, I don't think, but it's got beautiful vibrant shifts. So let me show you the swatches first. Look at that right there. Wowee. All right, so there it is. Those are the swatches. There again, I wouldn't put a lot of weight into swatches because they're not all that reliable. All right, now we're gonna go with a different blending brush. We're going to go into, I'm thinking I wanna do a halo look with this one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna do a halo look, is I'm gonna take a dense packing brush, like this one right here. This is by Smashbox. I'm gonna take the darkest shade off the quad, which is right here. And then I'm going to go darken up, like define both ends of my eyelid. So I'm gonna start with the outer corner, and then I'm gonna deposit it right there all the way to the, don't be afraid to go higher, even past the crease there a little bit, which makes your eyelids look larger. Then I'm gonna go in the inner corner and then darken up the inner corner as well, like that, because this is going to be a halo eye look. So I'm gonna darken up the inner and outer corners of the eye, like that. Okay, now we've got the middle space open like that, and then we're gonna take that beautiful flat shader brush by Sonia G. We're gonna wipe it off. I actually have two of these. I don't know what happened to the other one, you guys. So I wiped this one off, and then we're gonna go into that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous dual shift shade. Look at that, look at that. That looks promising. Now we're gonna place it right on that space in the middle. Whoa! Whew. Wow! Look at that! Whoa-wee! Sexy and very hot. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Pop! My lid just popped right there. Look at how big my eyelid looks now. Compare this eyelid to that eyelid. That looks wimpy and teeny next to that. This is what makeup is for. Enhance your already lovely features. Okay, so then the only shade that we haven't used in the palette so far is this right here. And we're gonna use that shade to basically blend and blow out the crease or the transition here. So we're gonna just kind of like blend it out to up higher to blend all the shades kind of into harmony. Like that. We're gonna put a little bit more on the outer edge than the inner edge. There you go. That's what that shade's for. So let's repeat that on the other side. The moment I saw this beautiful shade here, I knew I wanted it on my center lid poppin', which is why I decided that a halo look would be the best for this eye quad. I mean, you can do many looks with this eye quad, but I'm telling you, halo look is perfect because it will pop. The duochrome will pop your center lid like there's no other. So we're gonna go ahead and darken up the inner and outer edges of the eyelid like that. I've been watching, I'm a literature fan, you guys. I've read really, really good classical books by Sir Rider Haggard or Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm like that type of person, bit of a nerd, I guess. So I've been watching Murdoch Mysteries, this amazing, very like Victorian era Canadian detective story. It was very popular, obviously, because the show had 13 seasons. I mean, come on. It ran longer than Friends. Obviously, there are lots of people who love that kind of stories. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put that beautiful shade to pop my center lid, obviously now. Okay, as I was saying, so I've been watching that and I'm starting to somehow talk like people did during Victorian times. So, well, it starts in Victorian era and it goes through into 1920s. So I'm starting to talk like people in that show. Needs to be higher a little. There you go. So yeah, Murdoch Mysteries. Any other nerds who love that kind of stuff out there? Classical story nerds, mystery nerds, anyone? Just me? Okay. I'm gonna then take this and then go into the lower lash line right there, the darkest shade, and I'm gonna mirror what I did on the top lid. I'm gonna kind of do the two ends like that, and I'm going to put that shimmer shade on the inner middle, I'm sorry, the center middle. Take this smudging brush and take that beautiful shimmer shade, and I'm gonna put it right on the middle lower lash. All right, so there you have it. And then I'm of course going to go, I totally forgot to blend out the up here. I'm gonna go back into that one and blend it out, and then I'm gonna go back into this one and blend that out with the crease area with this. Okay. And I feel like that kind of took away the shimmer shade, so I'm gonna go back in and deposit the shimmer shade into the middle there. Okay, beautiful, very pretty look. Then I'm gonna put the, usually I think with this type of eye look I would like, this is more of an evening look. I probably wouldn't use this color unless it's daytime look, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I don't have a Prada dark liner. If you have a Prada dark liner, I would use that on the waterline with this eye look, particular eye look. But for now, this is fine. Mascara, I might go back and kind of renew it a bit. There you go. And now I'm going to go ahead and use the smudging brush here. Take that darker shade, and then I'm gonna go ahead and smudge it, like kind of blend out along the top lash line right there a little bit. Just to give a little bit darkness to closer to the lash line. There you have it. And I would actually like to take a dark eyeliner and line my upper waterline, but I don't need to do that right now. There you go. You know what I forgot? I forgot to take the highlighter with the last eye look and highlight the inner corner and the eyebrow arch. I'll do that with this eye look. Okay, so I'm gonna take this right here into this blue strobe color from Dior, and then I'm gonna pop the inner corner like that with it. And then I'm gonna lightly put it on the arch here. If you missed my full review of the Dior highlighters and bronzers, check it out, you guys. Really love them all, really. Spoiler alert. Okay, so there you have it. That's the finished eye look. All right, what do you guys think? Okay, I took my hair off and I put this Prada Balm on for lipstick. I thought I filmed that portion and apparently it didn't get filmed. This is actually one of Prada Balms. I will list and link all of that down below. All these products will be listed and linked down below in the description box for you guys. Always, always, always make sure to check the description box. So you guys, this balm turned out to be the perfect lipstick for it. I brought it down thinking this was a soft matte because I love their soft matte formula even more than the hyper matte, which I also love, because it has a kind of a blotted look effect. But for this particular eye look, I felt that the Shine Balm look would be best. Even though they call this type of formula balm, I think it's more like a satin shine cream lipstick, you guys. It's perfect. That shine is perfect for this type of shimmery eye look like that, but shimmery with a sheen, not really actually glittery shimmer. Wow, you guys, that is perfect. Now I need to go put some blush on and I'll be right back. I don't have a Prada blush because Prada hasn't released blush yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on a kind of mauvey blush and I'll be right back. Guys, so I got a blush that I thought, a shade that would really work with this look. but I have to be really light-handed with it. This is the new YSL Make Me Blush blushes. This one is like the darkest shade with a glowy finish. That's right. So I gotta be very careful with it because it could get really, really much. This is a very dark shade, so I gotta really be light-handed with it. Oh, wow, that's perfect. With this eye look, that's perfect. That is so perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, that is so perfect for this eye look. So pretty. There you go. And then let's do the other side. Then now I'm gonna use this bluish highlighter. I didn't bring a brush down, so I'm just going to use my fingertips. Ooh, that's perfect. See, you guys, I told you in my review that this blue strobe by Dior actually would work even for night out looks. You know, it's not like it's gonna be super blue or anything. See, I was right. It actually works perfect with this eye look and this whole thing. So there you have it. That is the look all done, you guys. What do you think? I think it looks super beautiful. I really love how this eye look came out. My hair is looking so oily. I don't know what I did. It's gotten super oily. Anyways, yeah, it's been unruly lately. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what are my final thoughts? Let's start with the eye quads. So I love, 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 love these two eye quads. This one's for more like daytime looks, although it can go from day to night. And this one's more for evening out looks. Okay, Pansy and Primula. Beautiful, beautiful quality. I love how Prada decided to come up with nude adjacent quads that are more wearable. You guys know I've done a full Prada review with the Prada foundation, the colorful Prada colored bright eyeshadow quads. They're super fun for summertime and I do wear them, but most people aren't comfortable with such bright colors. So I'm glad that Prada came out with their amazing, amazing formula in more wearable colors for most people. These are still fun. They're not boring old nude eye quads. That's the one thing I really wanted to mention. Prada managed to come up with nude adjacent eye quads for everyday wear, but they still made it super fun and not boring, which most brands seem to not know how to do. They made these otherwise very boring everyday nude adjacent shades super fun, just out of the sheer fact that their formula is stunning. Like these two shimmer shades alone really made this eye look, even though it's wearable, it's very sexy, very much fun. So they really did an amazing job keeping it fabulous while keeping it everyday nude adjacent shades. So that's what I really wanted to say about the eye quads. And as far as quality, you guys, Prada shadow quality is impeccable. Like these shades are just high quality. I mean, look at these buttery mattes right here. These mattes are not drying mattes. They still have a bit of a sheen there, as you can see, because they're more like suede finish, like these matte shades right here in these fingers. And this shimmer shade right there, it's like very, not quite foiled, but like that beautiful buttery smooth formula. It's high, high, high quality, which I very much appreciate it, because that's what we want from luxury makeup. We want super high quality. And of course, as I told you guys in a certain makeup brand review, I like to use the same brand's makeup for a full face as much as I can. So Prada's foundation is what I'm wearing today. It has like this, what do you call it, like stretch formula, where it stretches to give you like this flawless blurring effect, yada yada, kind of like wearing stocking on your face kind of look, which it does. I should agree. Very beautiful foundation. I've done a review of this in my other Prada full review. Check it out if you missed it. Those are the eye quads. And then as far as these new liners go, they're staying put on my water line, and I love this shade because a lavender shade is very hard to come by, and a lot of the times I have these mauvey purpley lavender eyeshadows that I do, and even with this look it really goes well with it. I will probably buy the minty shade as well, since I do have some fun shimmery summer minty kind of eye looks. So yeah, I might get the minty shade, and I might add like one of the darker colors like burgundy or brown, depending on what they have. I think they have a very limited range when it comes to dark shades. I think there's a black, there's a brown, I think. So I might get a darker shade, and I might get the green one, pastel shade as well, the lime green looking one. Now when it comes to the Prada mascara, I have changed my opinion on it. As you guys can see, it gives this wispy, fluttery lash effect. It is not your clumpy, volumizing mascara. It is more of a separating, wispy look. So if you like that kind of a look, you would definitely like this mascara. I love this component. I don't know if you guys can see it, kind of like a matte ridges. Like it's actually pretty nice, and it says Prada right here. So yeah, I really like it. I wasn't quite sure of this applicator at first. Kind of funky looking, but it gets the job done, you guys. It separates and lengthens and gives you kind of like a wispy lash effect. So like it. So I'm keeping it. I wasn't so sure that if I liked it until I tried it for the second or third time that I'm trying it. The first time definitely during the try-on haul, Sephora try-on haul. I did the try-on of my massive Sephora haul. If you missed that, check that video out. I put a picture here and link it down below in the description box. So yeah, I didn't like it that first time I tried it because I probably didn't do enough passes, and also I didn't have enough faith in it because of the wand, kind of like, because I know like those Christmas tree ones, shaped ones that are bristly get the best lash effect, but this isn't the mascara I would wear when I want a lot of volume. This would be the mascara I wear when I want to do more of like daytime looks with like that wispy, fluttery, natural look, kind of look. So that's what I would use that for. Every mascara has a purpose. Now, if I want a dramatic go out nighttime look, I would probably use my YSL mascara or my Charlotte Tilbury mascara. So different mascara for different purpose. Okay, so those are my final thoughts, you guys. Overall, I love the new makeup releases from Prada. That's my opinion. All right, you guys, let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on these new beautiful quads from Prada. What are your thoughts on the new eyeliners, the mascara? Chime down below, you guys. Let me know if you've tried any of these. Are you planning to buy them? What do you think after seeing them on me? Again, I film in natural daylight. This is natural daylight coming through the window. So these are true, real colors, and this is how my face actually looks, okay? No filters, no lighting. This is the reality. If it looks good now, it looks always good. No filter necessary when you have beautiful natural daylight shining on your face. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. It really helps me grow this channel. Otherwise, I won't be able to grow to a place where I can bring you bigger and better content. It all takes engagement. It all takes subscribers for me to actually get to a better place. So I need your help. If you're watching my videos, why not subscribe? Because if you're not subscribed, YouTube is not going to notify you. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I won't name them because I will call it a schmick schmack like Tati does. Schmick schmack and IG. And stay tuned for my full review of the Tom Ford Summer Soleil collection next. I'll see you guys in my next video.